Hey y'all, welcome back to Digital Tea Party with Rebecca and Musa. I'm Rebecca and I'm here with my co-host Musa, where we're going to dive into what's going on in pop culture this week. So here's a quick taste of what we're sipping on this week. SZA was tardy for the party with her Lana Deluxe album drop. There is a Bad Baby Bama Barker betrayal. And in very serious news, Blake Lively is suing Justin Baldoni for sexual assault on the set of It Ends With Us. But before we dive in, let's start on what tea we're sipping today. What tea are you drinking, Musa?
Hey Rebecca, I am drinking a ginger and lime. It's the Celestial jamming ginger. Honestly, this time of the year, this is my favorite tea, and this is all I drink, honestly. What about you?
I was having some another cinnamon tea. I'm definitely not drinking coffee,
Okay.
but if I was drinking a
Yeah,
coffee, it would be, I don't know, just a normal coffee.
we can say that. Do you have any tea of the week? Like, how was your week? Because mine was kind of crazy. Honestly, my sister is on vacation, so I've been using her car, and it's much nicer than mine. I've been driving more, and I've been dealing with just bad drivers. Just there's just so many bad drivers in Maine. Yes, they're very nice, and yes, they'll stop for people to go, even if it's their right of the way. But it
Yeah.
doesn't excuse that they're bad drivers, and I'm just sick and tired of it. So
Mm.
I'm gonna try driving less for my stress levels. But besides that, that's honestly my tea of the week. This cup really honestly is helping as I talk about this because it's very stressful.
I'm happy the tea is saving you.
Thank you. Honestly, yeah, this tea is real good. Jamming Ginger, guys, Celestial. This is like it's not sponsored, but this is some good tea.
Not yet, not yet. Celestial, if y'all want to sponsor us, feel
No,
free.
like I'm saying, I need some Celestial money.
My tea of the week, it's just been a stressful week, like trying to finish up work because we're off for 2 weeks. Thank God. And Christmas is on Wednesday and I'm like prepping for that. I feel like I have not like, or at least until Friday night, I had not slept so restfully in like 2 weeks. And I only slept for 6 hours. That's the thing. I woke up, I thought it was gonna be like 11 a.m. It was like 9 o'clock and I went to bed really late just because I was up. But now I'm getting sick, which is annoying, but it
I
is what it is.
can't forget, like Kwanzaa's right, like that's Thursday.
I
So
know. I
back
think
to back.
Hanukkah is starts on Christmas this year too.
Yeah,
So we
just
got a
like
lot of holidays. So
honestly,
whoever you celebrate, hey, happy holidays.
Eid, Fed, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Christmas,
Right.
Happy Christmas.
Have you seen that oh my God, what is his name? Not Stevie Wonder. This like famous like Motown artist, Smokey something. He was like,
Bandit,
happy huh?
Smokey the Bandit.
No, Smokey Robinson?
Oh, I don't know.
Smokey Robinson, yeah. He did like a cameo and he was like, Happy Chanukah. This
What's
is
oh Chanukah?
like I have no idea what Chanukah is, but they told me to say it. So happy Chanukah.
Happy Chanukah,
So
y'all. What did you want to say about Drewski? Because you were about to say something, and I was like, hold it for the pod because
oh
yeah,
yeah.
I want the tea on him.
So Drewski did this skit where I think it was called like Money Can't like unlame dudes. And he took a big like hit at this Fresh and Fit podcast, which is like, like red pill, like
Mm.
anti-feminist, like they just sound ridiculous. And so the guy fired back at him, and it basically was just like him on his podcast for 2 minutes straight being like, he's fat, he's fat, he's fat. Like clearly it hurts.
God.
Oh, I'm like, is that like okay? And like
That's
clearly it's something.
and this was Drewski saying this?
No, Drewski like made fun of the Fresh and Fit podcast, or it was like a small part of his like skit about how like men can like get money, or like lame men will get money and they're still lame. Like money
Yeah.
cannot unlame a lame dude. He was like making fun of the podcast, saying like 50-50 nothing. Like you get crown king. I don't know. And so
What is he on about?
I did a deep dive into Fresh and Fit podcast, and I think it was like 10 minutes. I have never been so angry in my life. Like the most like anti-feminist, like insane, like we don't like hoes, we don't want to marry hoes, but then they also like they want a woman to be in the kitchen and cook everything, but they also want a woman that's like an entrepreneur.
Are
They
these
want
the
to,
British guys?
huh?
Are they British?
No, they're American. I think they're in Florida or something. It's just like the most insane things. Like every other word is like hoes, bitches, like blah blah blah.
Do
Go
you
make
not
me a
get tired
sandwich.
when they
Control.
say when they talk about women and being single? Why are you like you should start a family, you should settle down and close that laptop, honestly. How old are they?
They got to be like at the most like in their early 30s. No, but it's so contradictory too because the guy says like I'm single by choice, but then like he'll turn around and be like why to a woman, why are you single? I'm single by choice. No, you're not.
When
Then why
people
aren't you
say
married?
single by
What?
choice, they are not single by choice.
No, you're single
They're
because you
single by their actions because of their actions.
yeah, and people listen to that. Like that's what I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, that's my tea of the week.
Honestly, I don't even think he should have given them attention.
No, like I feel bad that I even like went on their page and like looked it up because it's just like feeding into the algorithm. But I just was
Nowadays, you can't look at anybody, you can't look anybody up without giving them money. You definitely gave them some AdSense.
yeah, and he definitely is making like a lot of people watch his stuff or like listen to his stuff. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
Open the school.
honestly, Barb's, go back to the school. Stay in school, Barb's. Stay in school. Let's move on to the small tier of the week. This new music chaos with SZA's late release of Lana. How did you feel about that? Were you waiting all day for Lana too? Because she didn't release for 6, 7. It was like supposed to be at midnight. Then she said like AM, 10 a.m. or something EST. She didn't come out till like 4 p.m. like EST.
I mean, I'm happy she released. I still haven't listened to it. It always takes me a minute to like listen to new things.
I scrolled it because I was just like waiting to because like somebody said, multiple people said that Rosalia would be on this album, on this deluxe album, and I was so happy. I was exhilarated to see Rosalia. And when I looked, come to find out, Rosalie was not on this album. She was not on this album at all. And somebody tricked me. Somebody lied to me. I'm currently on Twitter trying to find that account and let them know what kind of like emotional damage they caused me because I love Rosalia. But don't ever like say Rosalia is gonna be on an album, especially Brat. Brat and like Rosalia being on was to be on Brat, like that whole entire thing. Just I don't know.
Who said she was going to be on the album? Did SZA say that? Did
Okay,
Rosalie?
SZA did not say that, but close
Like,
sources to SZA said that. So.
I always wonder who these close sources are. I feel like people just be making stuff up.
It's people in their heads.
Like I could be in a close source.
I think
Source
I'm a close
close to
source.
SZA.
I'm a close source to a lot of people, I think. I don't know.
I'm a close source to SZA. I met her once in college.
This is
For
it.
yeah.
But also SZA, like, what did we expect, guys? That SZA would tell the truth this time? That she wouldn't lie? That good old Solana wouldn't lie to us like she has many times about certain things?
Well, didn't her manager say or Punch? I think that's her manager. He said it was his fault.
Mm, I don't know. The way that remember when she was at the Grammys with the crutches, and then as soon as she had to climb the stairs, she like got better.
Yeah.
It was like Lady Gaga touched her and she magically healed.
Well, I wasn't like sitting and waiting, but also, there's a time difference here. So I'm not about to like be up until 4 o'clock in the morning waiting for
Yeah,
anything to
definitely.
work. So I just like to like wake up and be surprised or be happy.
What are your thoughts on the album work, at least, or the art? I like the bug.
Oh yeah, the bug is it makes sense why she had that bug face when she did Hot Ones.
Like her, Melanie Martinez, and her portals, they're really like they're being fed the Bjork like honey.
Yeah, I like the colors.
I do.
I mean, I think bug face to me is kind of scary, but I'm just not a bug person.
A lot of times when I think about SZA, I think about how she said she's Orthodox Muslim. There's no such thing as Orthodox Muslim.
She said I would.
It's just Muslim. I think all of Islam is Orthodox. I don't know.
I don't know.
But moving on, we have the Bad Baby Alabama Barker drama. Have you seen anything on about it online?
I've seen like Bad Baby was kind of like ranting because like her man cheated on her, but then did he like walk right into the video?
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me explain it to you. She got on live. By the way, pretext, Alabama Barker obviously was friends with Daniel Bergoli, aka Bad Baby, because
Yes, we have. How about that?
she aspires to be Bad Baby, honestly. She aspires to be Bad Baby, and I think she saw that the black culture thing worked for Bad Baby, and she wanted a bit of that juice. But anyway, her and Bad Baby were friends. Bad Baby has a baby with her now man. She
Hmm.
has a baby with him.
Yep.
And then she later gets cancer. We don't know why she has cancer. Sadly, I think in a video he said we can't be smoking no more vapes. So I don't know if it's like a lung, like a lung issue, like it's like a lung type of cancer,
Hmm.
but she has cancer. I think she's in remission. She also recently got her boobs done. So like the time doesn't make sense of all these the boob surgery, the cancer, and the cheating. But all I know is those three things did happen. And so Bad Baby cheated first. That's also one thing I want to clear up. Bad Baby cheated first. She said it on live that she happened to go to some guy's house. His name is Sosa. I don't know if she's talking about like Sosa.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef. Okay, yeah. I thought she was talking about Chief Keef, but I don't know. Maybe she's talking about Chief Keef, but she gets a FaceTime from her man. She answers and he recognizes the headboard and he's like, "You're at Sosa's house." And she's like, "Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I put you through this." And he moves out. He goes to a hotel for a couple of weeks, and in that time, she sees Alabama's location because they're good enough friends, Rebecca, to have each
Hmm.
other's location. So she sees her at that hotel that he's at. Doesn't mind it. Maybe she's there for different business. Later, she sees his location and at her house. I don't know what's going on, but or like she's like, I don't know what's going on, but why are you at her house? And she's calling Alabama, and Alabama's like, nothing's going on. And then later comes says something was going on, and then also has the gall to say, I didn't even know she had cancer.
Oh, that's bad. We're supposed to be friends.
It's not even just friends. Like I like if someone from my middle school had cancer this to like
Yeah.
today, I would know. Like cancer is
Yeah.
like a everyday thing. Like not a lot of people are around cancer. So when it's around you, you're gonna stretch your neck and look at it. And for,
Yeah.
I didn't even know she had cancer and you were that close to her. It's kind of crazy. What do you think? Do you think Bama's in the wrong? What do you think about Bama?
I don't know. Like her aesthetic is confusing to me. It's not confusing, actually. It makes complete sense. I feel like it's always like the kids of like famous musicians or famous actors. They want to like kind of, be different. And for some reason, like hip hop and black culture is always like the way they want to go. I don't know.
Which is so
Why?
weird. I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, no, like definitely white people can enter the space. But when it's like rich white people trying to enter the space for a certain gain and a certain clout and just like to live a certain lifestyle, which I'm like, what is a certain lifestyle that
Right. You grew up in Malibu, which is fine.
use her resources and become a billionaire like Kylie Jenner?
Or just, I don't know, like,
Do something else. The fact that she has gotten robbed 5 times in her own house because she's inviting over like people she meets on the street. Like five like Patek Philippe's. Like it's insane. Like you're losing too much
um,
money like trying to sustain this lifestyle, which is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I wish you would, get into like her dad is a rock star, like get into your rocker bag, like I don't know, Avril Lavigne. But how old is she? She's pretty young, right?
She's 17, I think, because her brother just recently turned 18 this year, Landon.
Oh, well, she's a child. Okay, well, I can't speak too much on kids. She'll be 19. Her birthday's on Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay, so she'll be 19.
Okay,
But still, she still has a lot to learn. Just like,
so
no
young.
straight here, but just like JoJo Siwa, they're just both so young. And
Yeah, good.
yeah, they just
But
need maybe she'll drop using black culture for clout.
probably it's
And the last thing I want to say on this, like her Vogue music video sucked.
bad. Not bad, baby. Alabama Barker.
Alabama,
TBD.
yeah. She had Kourtney Kardashian in it, which I'm like, cool, but the music sucked. A model came out and said that she wasn't paid for walking in the music video, and it's been like 4 months.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I
not
hate it
paying.
when people don't pay people. Like, just pay
I
people
don't
you
understand
hire.
that. And it's always like the biggest, like the people that have the money.
It's just the greed. I don't
I
know.
don't understand that. Oh, Hollywood is a crazy place.
No, for real. And Bad Baby just did release a song, Mommy Mode, and it's pretty good. I
Oh
don't know.
God.
I think Bad Baby has bangers, like Babyface.
Gucci
Eat
flip
Up.
flops. Da, 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 da.
Like Gucci Flip Flops was an iconic song.
Trigger warning, y'all. What our next discussion is going to talk about sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and I do read a part about of the lawsuit where it kind of exposes like exactly what happened. So if this is a trigger for you, feel free to skip. In big news, we weren't going to talk about this originally. We were going to talk about something else, but you have the New York Times. You got the notification yesterday for an article. that says, quote, we can bury anyone inside a Hollywood mirror machine. Private messages detail an alleged campaign to tarnish Blake Lively after she accused Justin Baldoni of misconduct on the set of It Ends With Us. So I'll put this like in a nutshell and then we'll go deeper into it. Justin Baldoni allegedly was having some sexual misconduct, sexually harassing or sexually assaulting Blake Lively. And to cover it up, he did. Y'all remember that big smear campaign against Blake Lively? I think was that like back in the summer? When did this movie come out in August?
I think so. This was like July, August.
Yeah, like when they were like Blake Lively, the mean girl, Blake Lively, da 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 da.
Let's like deep dive because like the
Yeah,
movie, like honestly, like the press tour started, I was like, they shouldn't work together. They're not a good match. They're
did
not
you see the
they're not an
movie?
Ariana and Cynthia like coworker
Yeah.
level. Because as soon as the tour started or the press tour started, it started with Blake Lively like
Hmm.
saying like just saying nothing about domestic violence. The biggest theme of the whole entire movie was domestic violence. She later went on to just promote her curling irons and her Target line. Then we saw Justin Baldoni saying, hey guys, isn't it weird that Ryan Reynolds is at every single like thing? Like they're trying to make this Barbenheimer thing happen with with Deadpool and it ends with us. Seeing what I see now, I'm wondering how far this PR smear thing goes back because in the summer it was definitely like Team Baldoni. It was definitely like we don't like
Hmm.
Blake Lively. She seems
Hmm.
like a terrible person to work with. And then like the whole entire interview thing. Remember how that interviewer came out and how I like your bump thing.
Oh
All the
yeah, that was
interviewer fat. So that was a lot. I think there was people behind that PR smear. And if
it
people are saying
all.
Justin Baldoni, it's not
Yeah,
hard to believe.
it all came out. Like everything came out so quickly, like one after the other. Like it was like a perfect smear campaign
It
because
really was
are
because nobody
really
knew anybody was getting smeared.
okay. This is from CBS News. Actress Blake Lively is suing her It Ends With Us co-star Baldoni for sexual harassment. For months, rumors swirled of an onset of discord between the two actors that appears to have culminated with a lawsuit by Lively in which she alleges Baldoni, who was the film's director, caused her quote unquote severe emotional distress. And then I also found a thread on Twitter of someone that kind of like went through. I personally need to like go through and like look at the official document, but someone was saying, so while filming the birth scene, Justin Baldoni practically forced Blake Lively to strip from chest down, did not close the set while she was naked with her legs forced open. Anyone passing by could see her. And Justin brought his best friend to play the role of OBGYN. And there was another one, like she was wearing like a low cut dress so she could breastfeed her kid and cover herself with a jacket. And Justin was like basically asking or telling her over and over, like, take off your jacket, like you look hot, you look sexy, just like things that are extremely
So
inappropriate.
weird.
Yeah. And so I wonder, not I wonder, I guess the smear campaign was to cover, like, was Blake Lively going to come out with the truth back in the summer? And he decided to, like, beat her to the punch?
In today's world, whoever gets to press first,
Yeah.
like is kind of like the story they'll listen to first. And maybe that's the reason why Ryan Reynolds had to be on set so often because she felt uncomfortable. Dumois actually posted a lot of text messages between Justin Baldoni and his team, someone named Jennifer Abel, and it's him and her going forward about certain smears or certain things they can do, certain TV shows like the Dr. Amen show that they can go on, and certain things they can do to heighten Justin Baldoni more than Blake Lively. And if Dumois is posting this, I have to believe it because Dumois is a very accredited account. They
Mhm.
posted a Hailey Bieber thread about like why Hailey Bieber is a bully, and Justin says, this is what we need. Like we need to do this.
Mhm.
Like when you go on Twitter, you need to see negative things about Blake Lively, which he succeeded if that was his goal or if that was him doing. Justin Baldoni succeeded. I feel like a little like there's something else that's gonna come out. There's like another factor in this. Cause like this can't have just been Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively on set. There had to been other people affected, cast, crew.
I think someone did come out, like another like crew member, or I don't, maybe it was a cast member. I have to look. They didn't specify who, and I'm sure that person, like, understandably wants to stay anonymous. at least for now.
Yeah,
Or I don't know.
I think this might be the start of something really, really big. And at the end of the day, support the victims, hear
Hmm.
them out,
Yeah.
listen to them. But that doesn't excuse also Blake Lively not highlighting domestic violence and doing this money more for money or doing this movie for money.
Well, that's another thing I saw. Like, I know people were giving her a lot of issues with how she was like highlighting the film, like during the press tour, like making it like, oh, hee hee ha ha, this is a cute movie, when it's really about domestic violence. But apparently, because wasn't Justin Baldoni like an executive producer of this movie?
He
I,
owns the rights to the movie, and they're both producers, executive producers.
according to this document, I've seen that she like he told her like she was being paid
Hmm.
to kind of market the film like that. But that's why it was coming off like that. And so then he did like a what is it, a switcheroo and
Like
decided to like
research.
make his he like basically was just trying to make himself look better and make her look bad. Because you know when
Because
the
I remember
celebrity
the arguments. It was like Justin Baldoni's like Instagram bio is like the hotline for domestic violence, and Blake Lively's is the link to her curling irons at Target.
like these things are, they don't just like go on a press tour or like say whatever you want. Like, this is Hollywood.
Yeah.
People and these are like super famous rich people. Like everything has to be like ironclad in writing.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that was on purpose.
Blake Lively caught more strays with how her hair products and her brand wasn't for black people either. And then like so she was just like stray after stray this summer about not supporting domestic violence and then supporting her business and then how her business isn't supportive of black people's hair. It wasn't really Blake Lively's summer this summer.
No, but this is heavy.
This
This
is
is
really heavy. I can't wait to see where this goes. Justice for anybody who was sexually harassed on that set.
I think it just goes to show like Hollywood, that whole industry and like the music industry, Hollywood, it's like a men's club. Like these men can kind of they think and they want, the audacity, they think they can get away with anything they want because they have money and they have power. And so it's horrible. But yeah, we stand by any and all victims of sexual assault, sexual harassment, and nothing ever warrants or justifies anything like that, like
At all.
ever.
And peace to everybody who's worked on that movie. I didn't
Yeah.
see the movie. I'm not a big fan of Colleen Hoover and her writing style. Yeah,
It's
she's
just ironic
not a good
because
writer.
really, I've never read anything by her. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
You know, it's like a movie like just talking about violence against women.
Yeah,
And I guess we can't even learn from something if we're looking at it straight ahead.
yeah. And it also kind of goes to show like the socio-political implications of it and how quick we are as a society to just like jump on a bandwagon in 2 minutes because of like what's presented to us on our For You pages.
This is
And
literally like Plato's allegory of the cave. It's like we really go with what we see in front of us.
100%, media literacy. I think we as a society must do better at reading between the lines or like coming to our own.
It's the same way how old people fall for AI images, like we fall for any story. But at the end of the day, the set was not conducive to helping domestic violence women and keeping women safe, including
Oh,
Blake
yeah.
Lively.
Protect women, believe them the first time.
Exactly.
Um, you know, I don't want to say shout out, but
Shout out to Blake Lively.
yeah, like I hope, this is coming forward with something like this, especially now, and especially like the way that our country is definitely moving a little bit towards the right. Not a little bit. Our country is moving towards the right.
During a time of recession, conservatism rises. Moving on, guys, we're going to talk about our favorite thing, and I think we're going to keep this topic every episode. It's going to be our Mount Rushmores of the week. Me and Rebecca both picked two people that we focused on and we really like. I'm going to go ahead and start. I think my first person for my Mount Rushmore is Doechii. Doechii,
Mhm.
her new album, Alligator Bites Never Heal. It's no skips. It's a beautiful album. She was nominated 4 times for a Grammy for this album, and I'm so happy when people that deserve success get success because Doechii is so talented. She deserves success. She honestly has cemented herself as a newcomer rapstress. Like her vibe is so different than what we've seen recently in female rap. And that's what I'm so attracted to. I love her flow, her vibe. I love how she chose Issa Rae to come on the Genius open mic to do the speaking parts of Denial is a River, which is honestly an iconic song. I'm telling you, you need to have you listened to the album yet?
Not all the way through.
I would recommend Catfish, Denial is a River, Fireflies, and boiled peanuts. I love boiled peanuts. Not the food. I've never had boiled peanuts, but the song is really good. I've just been watching so much of Doechii. Her NPR Tiny Desk concert was really good. I think it was Jimmy Fallon. She did when she had those connected braids, like with the other two dancers. I think she's a fresh breath of air. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Doechii?
I think she's great. I think I wish her the best of success. We need like new music, new artists. We need more. I love just seeing a black
New
woman win.
sounds.
Yeah, because I have like listened to her album a bit. I need to like really sit down and like hold space.
Really honest, hold space with the
I
album.
need to really hold space for it, but I like that she is able to do so many different sounds and like somehow make it sound cohesive, but also not make it sound repetitive. Because I feel like a lot of times now people like when they release albums, half the songs just sound the same. And then not saying that's like that they're bad. I think my music taste is very like eclectic, kind of like all over the place. So I
Hmm.
like when artists like kind of, have a little bit of everything.
A
And maybe
different sound, yeah.
one song might not be like for me, but it might be like for the next person. But like there's one song that I can really like connect to. So
And
yeah.
I definitely hear what you're saying about this. Like, no shade to Megan or Ice Spice, but I definitely do love seeing artists discover new sounds and do new things.
Not too much on Megan. That's my girl.
Enough on Megan.
I love
Enough.
her.
There's
Not too
enough
much
on
of my
Megan.
not too much of my queen.
I love her, the person. I love Megan, the person. The artist, I don't know.
Anywho.
Anywho, who do you have on your Mount Rushmore this week?
Um, Shamik Moore
Tell us about it.
really was going through it this past, like, honestly, I think this all happened, what, like on Friday or Thursday or yesterday? He basically, like, posted a picture. For those of you that don't know, Shamik Moore is the guy that voices Miles Morales in the Spider-Man movies, the animated ones. But he posted, like, a kind of romantic looking video with Laura Carrier. I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. Is she also in Spider-Man? I don't know. But it looks
She's
like,
in the live action Spider-Man.
huh?
She's in the one with Tom Holland.
Oh,
I looked at her
I
credits
actually
and
never seen any of
she was
those
in the
movies.
Spider-Man Far From Home
I've never seen a single one of those movies. Can you believe it?
with
Not,
Zendaya.
nope, not a single
Oh, they're
one.
good. They're good.
I know I need to watch them. Maybe I'll watch them Christmas. Anyway, he posted a video where they look like they were like in love. And people were like, what is going on? Because I'm pretty sure she's married or engaged. And she asked him to take it down, like privately, and he didn't. And then everyone started clowning him on the internet. And she posted a video basically calling him weird. And then he like crashed out and deleted his social media.
Because why are you gonna do that? And then he's like, new things coming.
Okay. And also, like, to provide more context, I think I don't know, it seems like he had a crush on his other co-star, Haley Steinfeld, who also like just got married. Actually, when she got married, he posted like this very distraught tweet.
So he's just like not winning. Oh my God.
I'd like to cry.
It's just like
Maybe we should do a segment called Crash Out of the Week.
crash out of the week, honestly. Shamik Moore. I feel bad for that girl because she was just eating her soup and she had a big old diamond ring and she was like, please leave me alone. Like I'm just enjoying my life.
No. I just found out what crash out means, y'all, like a month and a half ago.
Crash out
So
is
it's
my
like,
word of 2024.
yes, that is my like. I mean, I guess we're Gen Z, but the little Gen Zs, y'all ate that when y'all came up with Crash Out. All right, who else is on your Mount Rushmore?
On my Mount Rushmore, the last person I have is Grace O'Malley. I don't know if you're familiar with Grace O'Malley.
She kind of gives me like Clairo vibes, like
Okay,
guitar in my bedroom, bubblegum, not bubblegum pop, bedroom pop, is what they call it.
she's not Clairo-esque. She's a comedian. She's more so she's a female comedian. She was originally on, it's like not Bleacher Report, the one
Mm.
that Dave Portnoy owns.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Gracie Abrams.
Barstool Sports. Okay.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay. So Grace O'Malley worked at Barstool Sports with her best friend Brianna Chicken Fry, Brianna LaPaglia or something. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why they call her chicken Brianna Chicken Fry. I think she just loves chicken. She got her start by drinking a lot and filming it and just going to different schools and partying with them. And she was offered a spot at Barstool Sports, and they offered her a podcast. And she already had her own podcast called Plan Brie, but they wanted to host it on Barstool Sports as well as have a separate one with her and Grace and Dave and this one other guy called the BFF podcast. So
Mm.
Grace O'Malley, her and Brianna Chicken Fry, best friends since like like their childhood best friends. Something went wrong with their friendship. Brie was never nice. Like in the last couple months, Brie and Grace's friendship has been on the rocky side. For example, there's this one episode of the Plan Brie podcast where Brie brings up a past sexual harassment that happened to Grace and kind of was like, you shouldn't have like gone with those guys. Kind of like that was kind of Bree's take, and this is like Bree's best friend, and her best friend starts crying, and she's like, I didn't know what to like. She's like, I was only 15, like I like wasn't thinking, and her best
Mhm.
friend's crying here, and Bree's just attacking her for, something that had something tragic that happened to her. So their friendship has been on the rockier side. And recently they were like, okay, after the whole entire Zach Bryan thing happened with Bree because she was dating Zach Bryan, she was like, I don't want to do this podcast. I kind of want to take time away from the internet. And Grace was like, okay, perfect. I can focus on comedy. Grace just quit everything at Barstool Sports. And later, people started attacking Bree and were like, you're not a good friend to Grace. You kind of like let your friendship deteriorate because of this guy, Zach Bryan, and just because of your wild like takes. And Bree basically was like, you know what? I'm done with this. She's just not online. Bree is not online anymore. And Grace O'Malley now is signed to Unwell podcast with
Is that Alex Cooper?
Alex
The
Cooper.
comedy girl? Call her
Yes.
daddy? What?
So basically, Grace O'Malley, I think she was on my Mount Rushmore this week because of how well she left that friendship of Dave Portnoy and Brianna Chicken Fry and started her own podcast and starting her own comedic career away from these two people who clearly have feelings for each other. I don't know if you've seen Dave and Brianna Chicken Fry interact, but they definitely need to date or do something and leave this girl, Grace O'Malley, alone.
Why do I feel like a lot of like I hope it's not us. These like duo podcasts, they always end up having crazy beef.
Yeah, I don't know why people have crazy beef on podcasts. Like the Frenemies podcast.
Yeah. Like, are we about to? Oh God, no, we have to break the cycle.
No, for real. We got a generational curse ending right now.
Well,
But
the Reed, though, they're still friends. They've been like doing that for what years? Since like 20, since I was in high school, I think.
who?
The Reed, the people from the Reed. I don't remember their names right now. The podcast, The Reed.
I don't know that podcast.
It's a pop culture podcast. Oh, Obama was still president when they
Oh my
started.
God.
It's Kid Fury and Crystal West. If you guys are listening, love you. Inspirational.
Who's the last on the Mount Rushmore for this week?
Mr. Luigi.
Oh my God, not Mr. Luigi.
He is like, I feel like it never really died down, but I think that story has been picking back up because they have a lot more pictures now. People are calling that photo like the hardest, the coldest photo of 2024.
Honestly, I've seen them put that photo next to Chanel Oberlin, next to Jesus Christ, next to Superman. And honestly, it's that the art imitate, like life imitates art.
Yeah, they are really trying to make an example out of this guy.
But
It
they
was
keep failing.
they don't need 20 people. Like he's not like a, I don't know, they're labeling him a terrorist. Like they're trying to give him federal charges because apparently they're seeking the death penalty.
Something that was really interesting to me that someone made, a take someone made on TikTok was like, I think people shouldn't celebrate this because someone got shot in the middle of the street. A CEO got shot in the middle of the street. At a school, that's okay. At a movie theater, that's okay. At a club, you can get shot, but a CEO walking down the street, how dare you? Even now, the conversation isn't like, gun reform.
It is a very clear like example of where the priorities lay in our society. They do not want people to revolt. They want to make him an example so people get scared.
It's a suppressive society.
Yeah.
However,
Do
America
I?
is turning into the snake that's eating itself
It's
because
scary.
I don't think he deserves the death penalty. I definitely don't think he deserves the death penalty.
He definitely is going to be in jail. We know that. Like he's
Mhm.
100% going to jail.
Also, somebody said that the haircut that was given to him by the prisoners was a message from the prisoners to his new guards that he is protected and he's being looked after. I don't know if he has gang relation now or some type of protection. Just I think class solidarity is his protection.
Yeah. But
And
also, this prisoner, I think somewhere in like in a Pennsylvania prison, he did an interview and he was saying, like they have him in solitary confinement 23 hours a day, like no outside time on the weekend. He's bored. The guards aren't really like they're weary of him because he's a high profile case, so they're not gonna like beat him up or anything like that.
yeah, I definitely hope nothing can happen, but I feel like he can take them. Like he can fight.
Well, it seems like he's getting a pretty good, what is it called? The team, the lawyer team. What is like that team
Oh,
called?
the
Defense
TikTok.
team.
Yeah,
His
the
defense.
defense team. Did you
I
see
think
that
it's the
TikTok talk, that one TikTok lawyer, Jayoma, who's always getting people off on like insane cases? Like,
was that Young Thug's lawyer? Because I think he might also. I don't know if
they
that's true, but
need Young Thug's lawyer and they need Jayoma. Jayoma gets people off. Like, it's actually, they do really bad things. Like, it's
like
like, what's
scandal
it
and
called? Assault and battery on a family member, or like drinking and like it's just like insane cases where they would have faced 2+ years of jail, and he got them off with no jail time. So maybe Jayoma can help Luigi use his powers for good instead of helping people who've done really bad things.
it's just insane to me that he's being labeled a terrorist and like
The
the J.
rhetoric around this conversation is changing every day, but I think the one theme that is sticking is class solidarity. And now it's not right or left, it's up and down, you know?
Yeah, they're trying to scare us, but I think people are just kind of over it. Like, come on now, can we please? I don't know. America. I was thinking about this today. The world is getting kind of, or at least like America, because I'm not there and I haven't been home in like 2 years. It's
Me.
getting kind of scary. Like, I saw a TikTok about all like the stores that are closing this year: Party City, Kmart, Walgreens.
Yeah,
Like
Walgreens closed hard. Yeah, they closed hard. They closed in like 4 months.
it's all basically like Amazon. Like they just want us working, like addicted to our phones.
One day it's gonna be the
In
United
Rome.
States. It's gonna be the United States of Disney, where Disney owns everything.
It's scary.
You're gonna
Like,
drive your Disney car to your Disney job to make Disney money, to eat Disney pancakes. Like you're just like, it's just crazy. It's just, I think the conglomerates are conglomerating too much, and it's just gonna be Disney owns everything.
Jesus. Yeah, it's scary. I don't know. We'll see what 2025 brings.
I hope it brings a very interesting case of Luigi Mangione. Again, I'm very excited to see what people do, especially the jury. And by the way, before we end, I do want to say one more thing. Last week, I said something very controversial. My screen time was 15 hours. However, looking at the screen time more, my screen time, yes, it is 15 hours. However, on my phone is 8 hours. Why is it 15 hours, you ask, Musa? It's because my computer also, I don't know. So sometimes I do watch TV on my computer going to sleep and I fall asleep and I wake up with the TV still playing. I'm sorry, I can't put it away. American Dad is the reason I have 15 hours of screen time. So, yeah, Rebecca, it's not so shocking anymore, is it?
No, thank you for clearing that up. I know everybody would. Actually, no,
No,
people,
people
are like,
were coming for my throat. They were like, "Why are you on your phone for so much?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just be on like I have my finger on the pulse. Don't blame me."
yeah, this is how they want us addicted to our phones.
Exactly. Oh my God, we're gonna have the biggest hunchbacks.
I know. No, once I was on the metro in Madrid and this lady like told me, she's like, girl, you need to stop bending your neck like that. I was like, oh, you're not abuela clocking me.
No, Ayanda always has me like fix my posture,
Yeah.
and I always remember it now, so it's for the better.
That's why I like Pilates because I'm always in front of a computer or a screen. So like I need stretch and strengthen, stretch and strengthen.
What another crazy week of topics.
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like it's like this every year. Like the year just ends and like insane things happen.
It's the season finale of 2024, and
Jesus
maybe the
Christ.
series finale of America.
Oh,
Get to know.
let's.
And that's it for this week's Digital Tea Party. If you're obsessed with us, same. If you're not, well, maybe you can go and reflect on your poor life decisions. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, basically anywhere you can scroll aimlessly for validation. And while you're there, please, please, please leave us for a 5-star review. We'll see you next week with Hotter Tea, a 2024 recap, wilder takes, and the same questionable decision making. Until then, sip slow, spill responsibly, and remember, the tea never judges you, but we might. Bye.
Bye.